Hello Aiken High, I'm Gabrielle Gray.
And I am Shimani Dawson.
This week we'll take a look at a year of lockdown, softball highlights, and ACT/SAT testing.
Live from the Hive is AHS News.
As you know, in March of 2020, Governor McMaster announced a state lockdown.
This March marks the 1-year anniversary of the lockdown, and we got students and staff to look back on their year of lockdown.
On March 13, 2020, Governor McMaster shut down all South Carolina public schools due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
At the beginning of COVID, I kind of liked, not having to go to school, but now it's kind of like gotten depressing.
As we near this 1-year anniversary, we have learned to adapt to a new normal.
Having to wear a mask everywhere and stopping going to school full time.
Because with these masks, it's just aggravating, and the space and everything changed.
Normally I would be doing wellness checks on students, so ninth graders all would get immunization. We had to concentrate on corona.
Like it started with like people hanging out with people, and then it just
Will coronavirus still be here? Yeah, I think so, but I don't think it will be as deadly. We will develop herd immunity here pretty soon. Keeping everyone distanced appropriately has occasionally been a problem, not very often. One of the downfalls and struggles has been that sometimes there's kids who don't want to be at school, and quarantine any students who had been within 6 feet for more than 15 minutes of that student.
Students today are still dealing with the repercussions of last year without knowing how much longer it will be.
Us wearing masks and being on lockdown and being in the house all day, it just get boring.
Being a nurse, you're always in a situation where there's potential danger. There's always potential. So I have to use my nursing judgment every day to decide who's faking it, who's really sick. I think eventually coronavirus will end up being similar to a common cold in that people get it, but we don't get as sick from it.
get a hobby or just, go on a walk, get some fresh air.
It's been kind of an interesting year.
The Aiken High School softball season has begun. After tryouts concluded in late February, daily practice and weekly games have commenced.
Here are a few words from the Hornet softball team about our 2021 spring season.
This year, our AHS softball team has had a great start to their season. Coaches Berta Morris and Chad Campbell have been working hard to prepare the girls for the rest of the upcoming season.
What's special about softball is you're outdoors and it's a team sport, so everybody gets to enjoy in winning and losing.
Varsity senior Shemaya Brown has been working hard to make her last season at Aiken High School a great experience. For many girls like Shemaya, softball is way more than just a game.
Softball is like a happy place for me because it's like if you have anger, you can take it out on the ball. And yeah, it's just something I love to do. I've been playing it for so long, it just grew on me. It's important because it's in the family. Like my mom played, my aunts played. It's just a tradition, and it just stuck. I stuck with it, and I just grew to love it.
Even students outside of Aiken High, such as 8th grader Carly Courtney, have devoted their time to have a great 2021 season with the Hornets.
I've been playing since I was 5, and I just love the game. I like it because it's competitive. I like all the people here. They're all nice, and it's just fun being around them.
Because I've met some cool people all the years I've played here at Aiken High. It's just they had a huge impact on me playing and getting to play with them.
The Aiken High School softball team is pushing to have their best season yet. Both coaches and players are focusing on improving as a team and reaching their goals by the end of the season.
My goals for this season would be for our teams to compete in each game and have an opportunity to win at the end of the game.
One, I want to focus on hitting, make it better, fielding better, and to come and make the season good. Come out with a good season.
Last softball season was cut short for the Hornets due to the spread of COVID. However, this year they are working hard to make a comeback while staying safe.
We have to be spread out, and you're not allowed to be around anybody, and it's just, you don't get to see who you want to see at the times. And I think what we're trying to do is we're just trying to overcome it and see what we can do best about it.
The only thing I think it's really done is it cuts down on the celebration. You can't really go out and hug somebody after they hit a home run, or you don't want to do a lot of high fives when they're out on the field, and they make a good play and stuff like that.
I'm gonna say from last year, the season got cut short. We didn't get to play as many games. We didn't get to practice as much because of rain and the whole pandemic happening. And to overcome now, I feel like it's a good thing we playing, but it's just like we didn't really get the practice and the conditioning that we should have gotten.
The Aiken High softball program encourages new players, grades 7 through 12, to join them next year to begin another great season. Both coaches and players offer advice for on the field as well as valuable life lessons.
PMA, positive mental attitude. Always come in with your best attitude, and I think you can put your front foot forward and get all your goals accomplished.
Relax, because when people come out here, usually when they first start playing, they're so tense, but it's not as bad as you think it is. Just relax, take a deep breath and just enjoy what you're doing. Do your best, try hard.
Good luck, because it's hard. It's a hard sport.
It's tough to start early and really work hard at it. Be the best you can be. Be proud of where you came from as a softball player, and be the best you can. Go Hornets.
Hornets on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hornets!
The SAT and ACT can be challenging, but there are many ways to prepare for it.
Let's take a look at how to prepare for these tests.
The SAT and ACT are useful to all students for them to be successful.
The purpose of the ACT or SAT is it's a college entrance assessment. So students will use their scores from their assessment when they apply to college to meet certain admission requirements. And they can also qualify for certain scholarships with those scores.
If you want to be successful, you have to study and prepare for the SAT and ACT.
Basically what I do is the teachers will give you websites to go on that'll help you study. So study every day, 30 minutes after you do your homework. And that's what I do.
The school helps with this by giving you books and practice tests.
I've been preparing for the tests by going to school my whole life, and I've been reviewing the test booklet they've given me, and I've been reading books.
There's no reason to be nervous because you have many opportunities ahead.
Go into those tests with a great sense of purpose, but to not feel like everything rides on this one test. Students have the opportunity in high school to take the test as part of their class administration, but then they can always retest on a Saturday administration. So it's not, I know sometimes students get anxious about going into these high stakes assessments, and so I would encourage them to learn those deep breathing, calming skills, to remember that this is just one thing that they'll do on one day, and that there'll be other opportunities to test again or to show how well they can perform through their academic coursework.
Though this time can be stressful, you will find it easier than expected.
I would say yeah, because, for me, I just turned 17, so I'm trying to get jobs and stuff. And the fact that I got to study for a test so that I can make a high score, and those scores go to colleges and stuff, and this is my next to last year, so March is going to be stressful because I got to worry about the test and interviews and stuff like that.
Just know that a high score can lead to a great career.
I believe that the SAT and ACT, scoring high on those are very important for my goal of going to Clemson. So I'm trying to do the best that I can on both of them.
And now for this week's announcements.
Any students who would like to sign up for after-school tutoring, please do so during class changes.
This week was National Beta Club Week, celebrating the service organization and focusing on promoting achievement, character, leadership, and service. Beta Club members are collecting donations for the Combi Domestic Shelter during this week. Find items list and drop off your donations at Ms. Host Stetler's classroom at C253.
Papa John's Pizza will now be sold every Friday during all 3 lunches. The cost is $2 a slice or $11 a box. Proceeds benefit Aiken High Athletics.
That's all for this week's AHS News production.
Thanks for watching and go Hornets!